Bunch of nurses just walked into work to find out they've been laid off.
I don't know what's going on with the healthcare system, but they are excluding nursing as a professional degree in the Department of Education. Department of Education proposal aims to limit student loan access for graduate level nursing students. The new proposal removes nursing from definition of professional degree programs. Let's see what the professionals got to say about this.
Nurses just walked into work to find out they've been laid off. Yeah, 350 workers been laid off from Pottstown Hospital. Nurses are saying they're blindsided. They had no idea. And they're trying to process all of this. They don't know what they're going to do. They're just trying to process it right now because they were laid off out of nowhere. They're in a union, and they said that, this layoff language, protection language, was in the contract. They laid off nurses in the ICU, float pool, closed down one of the med-surg units. Devastating.
What's about to happen in the healthcare system, everyone's trying to lower cost. So what they're doing now is actively seeking out nurses from overseas. So from the Philippines, Africa, that's happening. Real time, you heard it here first. Trust me when I tell you, the healthcare systems are actively looking to find nurses, CNAs, nurse practitioners to come over from overseas, get them to pass the boards here, and they're going to hire them here. Of course, they're not going to pay them as much.
Now, I wonder if any of this got anything to do with these private equity companies that I've been telling y'all about. Remember, I told y'all that these private equity companies are buying up hospitals. And I'm hearing that Trump is in talks with a private equity company to sell the student loan debt to them. So I'm just wondering, man, do all this stuff tie in to these private equity companies? Because all they care about is their bottom line. All they care about is their net profit. They don't care about nothing else but their net profit. And they don't have to follow a lot of rules that most of these companies have to follow because they are a private company. They set their own rules. So let me know in the comments what y'all think.
Female-led professions are now not going to receive Grad Plus loans because our Department of Education doesn't see them as graduate degrees or professional degrees, right? So nursing, teaching, social work, any of those kinds of degrees are just met with no, right? No to the Grad Plus loans, no to this, right? And supposedly people are saying it's like, oh, it's a lower tuition. So no, it's to make women leave the field. To make women leave the field, right? Because doctors, lawyers, and all these other degrees aren't getting those taken away, right? Obviously, those educations are a little more expensive, but social work is still expensive. Teaching is very expensive. And so are all these other professions like nursing. So is it just that they don't want us to work? That they want to take us out? It's giving very much Handmaid's Tale. Through his eye. It's giving very much that.
They done just declared war on nurses, women, black women, education, and we got to talk about it. A degree in nursing will no longer be considered a professional degree, but a graduate degree from the perspective of the federal government. Now, this is going to affect not only nursing, but other degrees, and what it's going to cause primarily is that you can only borrow $20,000 per year, and then there's a capped amount, whereas a professional degree, like somebody like a doctor, can borrow up to $50,000 a year. Now, what the government is saying is that this will force the prices of these nursing schools to come down to sort of meet what the federal government is giving out. But of course, you and I, we know that never really happens. Now, to me, when I saw it, it clearly looks like something that fits into the agenda of this current administration and what they're trying to do. They said that they were going to gut the Department of Education, and this has meant moving a lot of those different aspects of the Department of Education into other departments as they gut the Department of Education. But kind of, just to give you an analogy, it's kind of like Uno stacking. They don't do anything unless it's going to cause the maximum hurt, the maximum harm, the maximum pain. And so the first thing that this is going to do is it's going to demoralize a lot of people. So if you've gone to school for 5 years, 7 years, 10 years in attaining those degrees and becoming a professional, even though this classification doesn't mean that you're not a professional, just saying the word has an effect. When they say that you are no longer considered a professional from the standard of the federal government, just saying that has an effect. And so for all of you women out there who are not what they would call minorities, now you know how it feels to be called a minority, because a minority is really somebody who is under the age of 18, and they have put you in the position of a child by using a classification. So tell me...
They got you. They got you, people. That first of all, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakadash. The honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutation to all the brothers and the few sisters out there unto his like foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Shalom in Hebrew, which means peace. They got you. They really got you, women. They got all you people. Every last one of you. I always say through the Spirit, it's all said and done. What are you without a degree? What are you without materialistic things? What are you without all these things that you propped yourself upon? How much money you have, all that sort. They're pulling the rug off of you women, off of all you people. All these years they've been talking about, oh, go to college, go to college. You go to college, they give a degree for every fucking thing. So now they're cutting back. See how the devil plays? I heard it from a brother who said, one of the bishops said it, which is true. Esau is divorcing your ass. He don't need your stink ass. You women are fucked up. You're fucked. Y'all was proud. Y'all was doing your thing. You know, you had everything seemingly going your direction. They taking everything. Everything from every single person. Any access to any way if somebody can make their own finances, they literally took that from you. They literally took that from you. You know, and it's a shameful thing that people prop themselves up into a society that really didn't give a damn about them. All right? Like the scripture says, what is it? Let me see. Hold on. Let me get this one first and then get the other one. I'm thinking of. I believe it's Jeremiah 32 and 22. It says, how long would thou go about, O that backsliding daughter? For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man, and she have compassed her own man, and she been boasting and bragging and shitting on her own man. All right, and for all you men out there, you're feeling yourselves right now. Well, guess what? It's coming to you too. One way or another, men and women are coming back together. One way or another. You're going back to the fundamental of everything. Okay, all this extra shit. He has this, he has to be a provider, and yada, yada, yada. Y'all just going to be wishing to have each other's company. All right? And this man, Trump, this administration, he's forcing the hands of everybody to get back together. Now, there was I didn't do the video on it because this woman was out of her fucking mind. And she was showing the videos of all the men talking about, we're going to get our women back and da-da-da-da, about the food stamps. And then she, a black woman, of course, and she going blasting and she's saying this, that, to the third. The complete opposite of what everybody else is saying. Matter of fact, let me see if I can get that real quick. Found it. I'm not going to play the whole thing. Just let her explain her bullshit.
That they're trying to get the away from. Becoming excited at.
And these women get to have the government assistance.
The thing I find the funniest around the conversation of Black women getting on government assistance so we can get as far away from Black men as humanly possible is, if that is true, even if that is the case, that to me says a lot about the Black men that they're trying to get the away from. Becoming excited at the fact that millions of Americans, families, single mothers, elderly, disabled folks are going to lose out on benefits so that you could have a higher chance of someone possibly sleeping with you out of desperation is the saddest that I've ever heard in my life. A quick Google search would have showed you that Black women are not the main recipients of SNAP benefits or government assistance, but being stupid is more beneficial in this economy under this administration, so we're gonna keep it moving. I'm gonna say this slow because it might go right past the Beijing and over some of your heads. If a woman would rather choose prison, less resources, stricter rules to live by, a lower quality of life than to be with you, you might suck to be with. Have you ever thought of that? The funny thing about men like that, they get with the woman that is desperate, that is vulnerable, that no longer can have assistance, so looks to them to get assistance. And these men are still unhappy. They get on the internet and they cry to us. She doesn't make me feel loved. She doesn't love you. She needed you. You didn't want somebody to love you because you were hard to love. You got somebody that needed you, and now you don't want to be needed. She left me when I lost all the things that she got with me for. It feels like women are only with me for assistance. For some of the remedial, low quality, low budget, low earning alpha men that wants to lead a household but has led his life to hell thus far, Black women being amongst the most educated was very much so intimidating, and that's why they're celebrating the fact that we are now being targeted. Highly educated Black women that were dominating in schools, climbing the corporate ladder, and killing the entrepreneur game were seen as masculine and not feminine enough because we weren't making men feel smart or needed because they weren't smart and we didn't need them. Goes out to all the needy, desperate women that have fallen on hard times that will have to give this type of man play. Yeah.
And this is her parody. And the joke, once again, is right back at you. And, that's why I put the comments. You read the comments, and you see all the women that was like, oh, we never needed them, this, that, to the third. Checkmate, bitch. Because what just happened? This man checkmated you. All right? So you think, oh, how many women, Black women lost their jobs during March, April, May, June, July, August? And then it getting worse and worse because now they're targeting a field that you predominantly dominant, in the field of working with others, in the field of teaching. They taking all of that from you. So really, once again, the joke's on you. All right? The joke's on you. Isaiah 39, 32 and 9, it says, rise up, you women that are at ease. Y'all have been lived in the comfortable ability. You have a little break. You just got a huge break on the fact of those of you, all right, finally got your food stamps. And that is not a guarantee that you're going to keep that shit anyway. The government assistance are drying up. No jobs, period. They're not hiring anybody, especially a woman. And the job that you accelerate in, home cares and taking care of others, all right, teaching and so forth, they cutting all of that. Every last one of it. So if anything, these devils have completely shown they don't give two shits about you and your goddamn education. Oh, you're the most educated? No, you're the biggest fools. Because all you had carried all these years is it was a debt that you could never pay off. All right? Single independent, out the window. You're no longer independent. You're no longer nothing. I would like to see a part 2 of that same particular woman after she hears that or when she gets laid off. Okay? It's about to get real out here. Real. Hey, before something happens and men will say certain things and something happens and that go back to your pride. But Now, you only had a short little period of time to celebrate because everything seeming going back. Now look what's happening. It said, hear my voice, you careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled. So all from this point on, from all these years, you're going to be in trouble. Trouble is coming to you. All right. And every single, that vibe, that spirit, all you heard, read that in the comment boards, those women, like, yeah, stay single, hold the line. Okay, stay single, hold the line. All right. It says, you careless women. You know how many times the little spirit have to say careless, careless? Because y'all don't care. Y'all moving, you're operating in a way you don't see the foreseeable future. A lot of men already checking out. A couple of weeks ago, literally a couple of weeks ago, women have gotten to a little club thingy, and they just talking on the phone, talking to the enemy, and how they want to get rid of their men, or just non-black men, just like get rid of all the black men. How stupid can you get? And every single thing that you prop yourself in and trying to say I'm gonna survive, I'm gonna stay strong, and all this shit. Look what's happening. It says, for the vintage shall fail, and the gathering shall not come, and the vintage is failing. It's literally failing on your ass. This system that you was so proud about, that you worked so hard for, it's failed you. Okay? And it's not coming back. 2026 is gonna be one hell of a fucking year, man. Damn. Tremble, you women that are at ease. And it doesn't take much for women to go batshit crazy or any of that sort. It's not gonna take much. The laws keep pushing it and pushing and pushing to the point you're done. All right. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you, make you bare, and girt your sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teats, for all these government assistance. Once again, I kept saying it when it was happening. It was just not the food stamps. Every single person out here, either you got a vagina or you got a penis. It doesn't matter. No matter what your nationality was, everybody has gotten assistance from the government. And every single avenue, when they turn it back on, they took a lot of programs that was aiding you. All right? A lot of fucking programs. And then they're not done you're not done out of the neck of the woods, because that shit could shut down next month or starting in the new year. You're not done. So all these things that you have propped yourself in, the teats, it's over. For the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine, all this shit is coming to an end. The very same you love to boast and brag about in front of your man, how much degrees that you have, and this, you're well educated, that ain't gonna bring nothing. It's about to get real soon. And hey, Nero, keep doing your thing. He's gonna keep stripping. He's gonna keep screwing everybody up. And if you're not in the right mind, if you don't take what the Most High gave to you, and you don't see that, hey, you're done. They're about to starve out every single person. And I'm gonna end it off on this, because you know what? This is about to get real. Isaiah 24 and 2. And it shall be as with the people, so with the priests, as with the servant, so with the master, as with the maid, so with the mistress, as with the buyer, so with the seller, as with the lender, so with the borrower, as with the taker of usury, so with the giver of usury to him. So everybody is about to be all equal. You want equal opportunity? It's about to come. Everybody's going to be stripped of every single thing. At the end of the day, who are you? So with that being said, shalom to the elect of the nations. Shalom.